Welcome to Central Missouri's beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. If you would, get your hands together, make welcome the Main Street Opry.
To a boy from Indiana, fresh off of the farm. LA looks like heaven with its ever open arms. My mama said to watch yourself like mamas always do. Daddy said those city girls walk all over you.
So I hit the pavement running down on Hollywood and Vine. I got down by 7, but I fell in love by 9. She was a California angel wearing alligator shoes. She had that something that a poor boy can't refuse. She was incredible, she was a crash course in the blues.
Screaming down the freeway in this fancy foreign car, headed for another party. Never seen so many stars. Just when I thought I'd make my move and ask her to be mine, she takes off with somebody else, kisses me goodbye. She was incredible, she was a crash course in the blues.
Way too hot to handle for a country boy like me. She's still a Roman candle burning in my memory. Oh, she was unbelievable. She was a crash course in the blues. Ow, look out. She was incredible, she was a crash course. She was incredible, she was a crash course in the blues.
Thank you. Welcome to the Main Street Opry. It's so nice to have you all with us this evening. How many of y'all come to have fun tonight? Did you come to have a good time? Well, we hope so. We're going to do our very best to help you do that. This is our last show of the season, and we've had a great season. We got lots of friends here tonight and family, and we appreciate y'all coming out and kind of ending up the season with us. We have lots of great songs on the show this year. This has been one of my favorite shows we've ever done, and we got great songs. We got great surprises all throughout the evening, so just kind of sit back, relax, and get ready to have some fun. To start us off, we're going to have Joey and all the kids come up and do a song for us from the group Restless Heart. It's one called Menden Fences.
You haven't said a single word to me this morning. Still upset about the fight we had last night. Well, life's too short for silence in the hallway. So darling, won't you look me in the eye? The time has come for many fences. A little love will fix things up. I know you care, stop pretending. We've been cold long enough. So heart to heart, why don't we start mending fences? We don't have to be so stubborn and hard-headed. All those hurtful things we said don't matter now. So how about a hug, let's start forgiving. There's just one way to work this out. The time has come for many fences. A little love will fix things up. I know you care, let's stop pretending. We've been cold long enough, so heart to heart. Why don't we start mending fences? We may not always see things eye to eye, so come a little closer and let's compromise. The time has come for mending fences. Oh, a little love fixing up. I know you care, let's stop pretending. We've been cold long enough, so heart to heart. Why don't we start mending fences? Whoa, mending fences.
Thank you, Joey. Menden Fences. All right, I want to take out just a second now to introduce all the kids on the stage to you so you know who we all are up here. My name is Steve West, and I'll be your MC here for the evening. I spend the biggest part of my time around here keeping this old boy under control. This is my partner here at Main Street Opry. This is Tommy. And Tommy's been getting folks tickled around the lake area here for years. And I'll guarantee you by morning he'll have you tickled as well. I know you're going to like him tonight. If you would, make him welcome Tommy Gum. Tommy. The young man on the far side of our stage, this is Greg, and Greg is new at our show this year. He comes to us from the metropolis of Tunis, Missouri. Anyone ever heard of Tunis, Missouri out there tonight? Hey, the whole town must have showed up. Yeah, Tunis is a little bitty place just south here a little ways, and when I was a kid I grew up in Tunis, and I went to school with Greg, and we grew up picking together, and I'm mighty proud to have him on the stage with me. I know you're going to like him tonight. If you would, make him welcome Greg Harmon. And the pretty little dark-headed gal behind the piano back here. This is my lovely wife, Sarah. And Sarah plays the piano for us, obviously, and also the synthesizer keyboards, and she sings a great song, and I'm mighty proud of her. I hope you enjoy her tonight. If you would, make her welcome Sarah West. This next old, tall, lanky fella, this is Joey, and Joey's a great singer, as you've already heard. He's also a great musician. He plays the lead guitar for us here on the show and does a great job with that. Also plays the rhythm guitars and the bass guitar, just anything we need played around here. I know you'll enjoy him tonight from Springfield, Missouri, Joey Tennis. The young man back behind the drums, this is Tommy, and Tommy's also new at our show this year. He's a great drummer from up in the Cedar Rapids, Iowa area, and I know you're going to enjoy his drumming here on the show. If you would, make him welcome Tommy Hoffman. And the pretty little gal on this side of the stage. If you remember my partner, Tom, well, this is his lovely wife, Sandy. And Sandy plays the bass guitar for us here on the show. And she sings a great song and just the sweetest little gal you're ever going to meet. And I know you're going to love her tonight. If you would, make her welcome from St. Genevieve, Missouri, Sandy Gum. Sandy. The young man back behind the pedal steel guitar, this is Monty, and Monty's also new at our show this year. He's one of the finest steel guitar players anywhere in the country, and we're mighty proud to have him picking with us. I know you'll enjoy him tonight. If you would, make him welcome Monty LaFoon. The young man behind the bright yellow guitar, this is Bobby. And Bobby is multi-talented. He plays almost all the instruments up here on the stage. He plays the fiddle, the mandolin, the banjo, the guitar, the bass. Anything that's got strings on it, Bob can pick it, and he's great on all of them. I know you'll enjoy him from Lebanon, Missouri, Mr. Bobby Brown. Bobby. We have some other folks that are very important to our show I'd like to introduce to you quickly, and that's our sound and light technicians. Way up behind our lighting booth in the back, we have Tracy Wright running our light console for us, and then we have our sons Matt and Cody running the spotlights. Out here in the sound booth, we have Todd Carlson mixing sound, and they all work real hard to make sure we sound and look good whether we do it or not. So let's give them a big hand. They do a great job. Okay, we're going to get started now. We're going to have Sandy come up and do a song for us from the group Highway 101. It's a great new number one called Bing, Bang, Boom.
Gather around me, lend and near. It's like something you ought to hear. I'm telling you, you ought to fear a certain kind of love. Now he can strike in the day or night, just as quick as a rattler's bite. Got a case of love at first sight, and it's what you're dying of. It's just bing, bang, boom, 1, 2, 3. You feel normal as you can be, and then bing, bang, boom, lickety split. It doesn't come on bit by bit, it gets instantly in full swing, and it's bing, bang, boom. Now I was footloose and fancy free. I had respect, I had dignity. Then this thing got a hold of me, still will not let go. I walked in and my heartbeat jumped. My hair stood up and my skin goosebumps. My mind went blank and my IQ slumped, and my judgment hit the road. It was bing, bang, boom, 1, 2, 3. I felt sick and he looked at me. It was bing, bang, boom, lickety split. It didn't come on bit by bit. It was instantly in full swing. It was bing, bang, boom. Now my obligations slide, I do not even care. I spend all my waking hours walking on thin air. So friend, you best beware, 'cause that's exactly how you behave. If you get hit with this tidal wave, you won't even have time to save your sinking sanity. It's just bing, bang, boom, 1, 2, 3. You feel normal as you can be, and then bing, bang, boom, lickety split. It doesn't come on bit by bit, it gets instantly in full swing, and it's bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. It gets instantly in full swing, and it's bing, bang, boom.
Thank you, Sandy. Bing, bang, boom. All right, now it's time for us to bring out our resident funny man to get you tickled just a little bit. When Gab came to work tonight, of course, he drove his old pickup down here, and in the back of it, he had a big crate. Looked like it might have a refrigerator or something in it. He says it's a big surprise for the show tonight, so I guess it's time to find out what he's brought us. If you would, get your hands together and help me bring him out. Gabby Gum! Come on out here, Gab! Woo! A flashy dresser.
On a chicken farm just down the stream from Oak Ridge, Tennessee, a nuclear reactor leaked some water accidentally. What happened next is like a horror story by Ralph Nader. That toxic waste leased to a brood house incubator. Inside that chicken coop they always kept the TV on. Said the programs help the chicks to grow, help to keep them calm. As for little chickens put that heavy water down their gullets, a kung fu show was on the air. Something happened to those bullets. They began to grow and grow with that kung fu show locked in their brains. It's the only way we can explain. Teenage Mutant Kung Fu Chickens.
Chicken,
Big as a house, strong as the Dickens.
chicken,
Anything they want was easy pickings for Teenage Mutant Kung Fu Chickens. One said his name was Fricassee, the second cordon bleu. The third was cacciatore, and the fourth they just called stew. They could have been dangerous having your own so big on heavy water, but they decided they would live their lives on the side of law and order. Teenage Mutant Kung Fu Roosters.
Roosters.
Bad guys won't have it easy. They like the Easter.
Easter.
They come with taekwondo and all the fixins. Teenage Mutant Kung Fu Chickens. Yeah, we just all down there by the barn holding the auction so we wouldn't lose the farm. When all of a sudden these four big bullets come over that hill yonder, surround them bankers, pecked them on the head, dropped them like green persimmons. Yeah, and then they went on down there at the bottom of 40, started scratching around the way chicken just wants to do. Before you know it, they had that field plowed, plumb ready for planting. Yeah, they saved our farm. Teenage Mutant Kung Fu Chickens.
Chicken.
Big as a house, strong as the Dickens.
Chicken.
Anything they want was easy pickings for Teenage Mutant Kung Fu Chickens. Teenage Mutant Kung Fu Chickens. Hey, cock-a-doodle dude. Yeah. All right.
Wow, Gab, look at the size of that fryer. Boy, Sunday dinner on the hoof.
Wait, no, don't make him mad, Steve. He's been in a foul mood all day.
Oh, probably been cooped up.
Yeah, hey, this chicken ain't no ordinary chicken, I'll have you know that. You know, this chicken's a special breed of chicken.
Really?
Yeah, he's a cross between a white leghorn and a Rhode Island red.
Yo!
That's a joke, son. I'll say, son, that's a joke.
Barely,
Hey,
but yes.
Yes, I'll tell you. Hey, I tell you what, this chicken's no ordinary chicken because he's real smart, real intelligent indeed.
Huh,
Yeah.
you're kidding me.
Yeah, this chicken can talk.
Yeah, chickens can't talk.
Oh, yes, this one can. He's real smart. Let me show you real quick.
Okay,
Here.
all right.
Chicken, tell the folks out there, Mr. West here, just tell them, who had out that big record years ago? You remember that Tiger by the Tail? Had one out called Act Naturally, Together Again. Remember that? He was on Hee Haw forever and ever. His last name is Owens. What is his first name? Buck Owens. All
Wow.
right. Hey,
Hey, that's
this
pretty
boy
good.
is smart, boy. I'm telling
Gee,
you.
no kidding. Wow.
For your second question now, you know, when you go hunting on deer season, you never go hunting for a doe. You always go hunting for a buck. That's exactly right.
2 in a row.
It's 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
for 2. 2 for 2. Anyway, third and final question. If you answer this question correctly, it allows you to become a nightly guest here on our program.
Ooh,
That's
chicken
exactly
guess.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, you know these disposable lighters, whenever you use them all up, you just throw them away. What is the brand name of these disposable lighters? Bic. And how much do they cost? Buck. That's exactly right.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold everything, Gab. You know, I was raised on a farm and we always had chickens, and all our chickens, they could all say, bawk, bawk, beep, bawk, beep. I mean, just kind of normal. What?
Well, don't be speaking a language you don't know anything about, Mr. West. That's for sure. He says other stuff, Steve.
Gab, that chicken can't talk.
Can do. Tell the folks out there how Steve pays all the help around here.
Cheep.
Chief, he knows you, Steve.
Dixie Breakdown on the 5-string banjos. You know, we try to be known as a variety show here at Main Street Opry. We like to do all different kinds.
You all are versatile. You really are versatile.
Really?
That's the kind of tile we have in our kitchen. Versatile. It fits
Yeah,
together. It's really great. Hey, you know what? We got a lot of nice folks out here tonight from all over the country, all over the nation, all over the world.
Yes, and parts of Iowa, no doubt.
There too. You know they're
Yeah.
out there, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Y'all may have a little trouble understanding us Ozark hillbillies around here. You know us Ozark natives, we got our own way of talking. We got our own language. You know, we use words that ain't even in a dictionary.
Oh, pshaw.
Like that. That's what I'm talking about. Pshaw, right there is
What's
a word.
wrong with pshaw?
Well, they just don't say that in Iowa. You know, you get to the Iowa border, you're just driving along, you go, oh, pa, and you got to back up to say, shaw.
You're kidding me.
No, they don't allow you to say.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've written down, y'all may have such trouble understanding us that I thought I'd write down 20 or 30 words here. Kind of help y'all out, help you understand the Ozark Hill folks down here, you know. That way y'all can understand us when you go out to the other country music shows or the, you know, restaurants, motels, what have you.
Yeah, that'd be kind of handy for the folks, Gab.
You betcha.
What words did you pick out to show them?
Well, I started off with probably the most important word this time of year around here, and that is Coke-Color.
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 Yeah.
Now, Coke-Color in the Ozark language, Coke-Color means any type of carbonated beverage. Just any kind of carbonated beverage, don't matter what kind it is. Like, hey, you want a Coke-Color?
Sure.
What kind do you want?
Oh.
How about a big orange one?
Yeah,
Oh,
boy, you
like
can't
that.
beat them big orange Coke-Colors.
They are good iced down or heated up.
They're yummy.
They're good.
Yeah.
Brain, now brain normally is a noun, means the inside of your head, but down here in the Ozarks, brain is a verb, means to fetch something to you, like a, honey, bring me a Coca-Cola, please, a big orange one.
Yeah, bring me one too while you're back there, would you? Yeah.
Okay, now, overt, of course, that means in the direction of, like, honey, you going over at the store? Bring me back a Coca-Cola, please, a big orange one.
Yeah. Just get us a 6-pack of them, save a trip. Yeah.
Almond, now, almond is helpful in the construction of such sentences as, I'm gonna slap you upside the head.
Yo, there's something you'll use a lot in the Ozarks.
Or
Yeah.
I'm on over at the store. You want me to bring you back a Coca-Cola?
Get me a big case of them big oranges.
Oh, you'll bloat.
Oh.
You will. You'll be a giant air bubble.
Well, just kind of cut her back to 3 6-packs in. Yeah.
Okay, now picture in the Ozark language means photograph.
Yeah.
And if you're going to take any pictures, you got to have film.
Well, sure.
Tons of film around here. It's real scenic.
It is.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Any kind of film will do. Fuji film, Kodak film, Polaroid film, any kind of film.
Right. Get it down at the film department down at Walmart.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Here's 2 words that goes along with the film bit. This here and that there. If you're going to take any pictures, you better put this here film and that there Camry.
Well, yeah, you got to have a Kodak of some kind. Yeah.
That's exactly right. Some people think that's a Toyota. You believe that?
You can't take a picture with a Toyota.
Can't be done.
No.
Now here's 2 words that look a lot alike but mean completely different things. Hard and tard. Now hard means to secure employment.
Yeah.
You know that job I was after up at the fertilizer plant?
Uh-huh.
I didn't get it because they done hard somebody else. Oh, no.
Of course, you know, they could have read your resume, too. Yeah.
Well, they probably did. I wrote it out in a red Crayola. Want to get their attention.
Well, they should have noticed that, yeah.
Tired is a state of physical exhaustion. Tired. Hey, you know, I'll tell you what, I've been working here on the Main Street Opry about 5 minutes. I'm already tired.
Yeah, but not nearly as tired as if you'd been at the fertilizer plant all day.
That's true, but
Yeah.
they pay higher wages, you know. What the heck? I don't know.
What are you going to do with $1.75 an hour? Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to try it, though. Chevrolet, that's a means of Ozark transportation, Chevrolet.
That's right. Everybody around here's got a Chevrolet, and most of them are 4-wheel drive pickups with a gun rack in the back.
That's
yeah.
right. Mom and M's, that's the home of your immediate family or next to kin, Mom and M's. Hey, after the show tonight, you mind giving me a ride up there to Mom and M's? My sister's up there. I'd like to see her.
Well, yeah, I'd love to go by and see the folks.
She's
yeah.
single, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah, of course she's got a mustache.
Well, yeah, but that's beside.
Long blonde hair all down her back, not a hair on her head, just all down her back. Oh.
Yeah, but she can't help it.
Flares. Now, flares, that's part of a sweet-smelling plant, flares is.
Flares?
You know, the old Chevrolet's been broke down so long, Mom and M's done put it up on blocks and planted it full of flares.
I've seen that.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. In the springtime, the daffodils come out of the wire hubcaps.
It's breathtaking. That and the hogs out back, too.
Yeah, both of them.
Fur piece, now that's a long distance. If they tell you it's a fur piece up there, it's going to take you a while to get there.
It's a ways. Yeah.
Right here, that's on this spot. Right here.
Right here.
You're already there. Okay, here's how you use some of these words to make up your own sentences, all right?
Okay.
It's a fur piece overt to Mom and M's. So I'm on stay right here till I get me another Chevrolet.
Yeah. See how simple that is? Anybody can talk like Gab and I do. I don't know why you'd want to, but you
I
could.
don't know why. Well, Bert, get out of here. I'm pretty tired. I believe I'll go get me another Coke color, a big orange one.
You betcha.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Gabby Gum, for a little help with the English language as we speak it. Hey, Gab, put those down and bring your guitar up here. You know, Gab's a great guitar player, and we always like to kind of show him off, you know.
Hey,
and
Steve, before I do, become a virtuoso on the guitar, do you mind if I do a couple of impressions for y'all?
You can do impressions?
Yeah, I do animal impressions, you know.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, I do a duck. Have you ever seen my duck impression?
No.
Here's my duck impression.
Hey, pretty
be
good, yeah. Whoa, there's another one.
See a guy, dressed in camo and driving down the road going like that?
Yeah.
He's a member of Ducks Unlimited.
Whoa! A whole herd of them going through. Yeah.
Hey, and also I do the big Wonder Star, the big
Wonder Star.
the dog star, the Ren 1010. Remember him?
Ren
Ren
1010.
1010,
Yeah. Hey, that's pretty good. That's the best one he's ever done. Really. It's kind of realistic. He kind of, you can like yeah, get away. I've been doggy licked. Gab, put that down. Bring your guitar up here. I'm bragging on you. No, we always like to get Gab bring his guitar up and play a real hot guitar number like Malaguena or something. Gab, what's wrong with that guitar?
I don't know. It sounds flat, don't it?
It is flat. The whole thing's flat. Gab, put that down. Bring that big fat guitar up here. Hey, do we have any Alabama fans in the house tonight? Anybody like Alabama out there? Great. I'm glad to hear that. Alabama's been around
How about Iowa fans? We got any Iowa fans here tonight?
Gab.
Illinois fans?
Gabby. Actually,
Missouri?
Gab.
Oklahoma?
Gab, excuse me.
Texas?
Gab.
Wisconsin?
Gabby. Hey.
Michigan?
Gab.
Minnesota?
Gabby, wait a minute. Wait
a minute. I got one more I want to do. Rhode Island?
Gab, actually, it's the group Alabama. Has nothing to do with the state, but
Sorry, I was confused.
that's okay. And it's a great song from Alabama, and the Gab and the boys sing it for you. One called "I'm in a Hurry."
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Why rushing till life's no fun? All I really gotta do is live and die. But I'm in a hurry, don't know why. Don't know why. Have to drive so fast, my car's nothing to prove. It's not new, but it'll 0 to 60 in 5.2. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Why rushing till life's no fun? All I really gotta do is live and die. But I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Can't be late. I leave in plenty of time, shaking hands with the clock. I can't stop. I'm on a roll and I'm ready to rock. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Why rushing till life's no fun? All I really gotta do is live and die. But I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Running behind, I better pick up my pace. It's a race and there ain't no room for someone in second place. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Why rushing till life's no fun? All I really gotta do is live and die. But I'm in a hurry and don't know why. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Why rushing till life's no fun? All I really gotta do is live and die. But I'm in a hurry and don't know why. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Why rushing till life's no fun? All I really gotta do is live and die. But I'm in a hurry and don't know why.
Thank you, Gab. I'm in a hurry. All right, I'm going to do another new song for you now, this time from the singer Billy Dean. He's had lots of big hits out lately, and this is one of my favorites, and Greg to sing it for you. It's one called Billy the Kid.
Strapped on my holster low across my hips, with 2 Colt 45s with the white plastic grips. And I'd head west to our neighborhood. They'd say, here comes young Billy and he's up to no good. Yeah. I rode a trail through the neighbor's backyard, shooting the bad guys through my handlebars. Known for my bravery both far and near, being late for supper was my only fear. I miss Billy the Kid, the times that he had, the life that he lived. I guess he must have got caught, his innocence lost. I wonder where he is, but I miss Billy the Kid. These days I don't know whose side to be on. There's such a thin line between right and wrong. I live and learn, do the best I can. There's only so much you can do as a man. I miss Billy the Kid, the times that he had, the life that he lived. I guess he must have got caught, his innocence lost. Lord, I wonder where he is, but I miss Billy the Kid. I miss Billy the Kid, times that he had, the life that he lived. Oh, I guess he must have got caught, his innocence lost. Lord, I wonder where he is, but I miss Billy the Kid.
Thank you, Greg. Billy the Kid. Well, you know, this really has nothing to do with the show, but I'm kind of excited about something. I'd like to share it with you. When I was a kid growing up around here, I grew up on a farm, and both my wife and I, we wanted to live on a farm for years. Well, last week, we went out and bought ourselves a farm. Well, actually, it's only 40 acres, but it kind of seems like a farm to us. And guess what we named the place? Green Acres. Yeah. Remember the old TV show Green Acres with Eddie Albert and them? That's one of my favorite shows when I was a kid, and I never missed an episode of it. I really like Mr. Haney. He was one of my favorites on there. And of course, I liked Ebb and Ralph and Arnold Ziffel and Mr. Rucker and...
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
I'd rather stay. I get the magic smelling hay. I just adore the penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park
Avenue. The chores.
The stores.
Fresh air.
Times Square.
You're my wife.
A goodbye, city life.
Acres, we are there.
Say, don't you have a half-sister somewhere? Probably not. Bobby Brown on the old Orange Blossom Special. Thank you, Bob. You know, last winter when we started putting our show together for this year, we were sitting up in the office one day and we got to talking about how music had changed down through the years. The more we talked about it, the more we decided that might make a nice medley if we could show you how music had evolved from year to year. Now, to do that, I guess we'd need to go back to the beginning, and that would be the beginning of time, back in the days of the caveman. We were lucky enough to find one last caveman. This is Og the Neanderthal. Welcome, Og. Og, easy. Okay. Now, lighten up. Well, anyway, now, Og was sitting by the campfire one night, clacking two rocks together. Of course, the first thing he discovered was baby powder. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, he said, you know, Martha, he said, this has got a groovy beat.
Mother?
Yeah, something like that. Well, anyway. Well, then he kept on till finally Og hit his thumb. Oh! And his toe. Gee! Now, this, of course, was the invention of singing. Og had no idea he could hit them high notes like that. Yeah. Well, anyway, as time went along, by the time we reached the Middle Ages, we actually had real music. This was the time of the great composers like Mozart and Beethoven. This is when they wrote the classics. Now, when the folks came to this country, they brought that music with them, but by the time they carried it over the Appalachian Mountains and the Great Plains, by the time they reached the Rockies with it, it had a sound all its own. It was purely American. It was cowboy music, boy.
I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn to rope and ride. I wanna ride o'er the plains and the deserts out west of the Great Divide. Ideal-a-tio, ideal-a-tia, ideal-a-ho-le-le. Ideal-a-tio, ideal-a-tia, le-ti-a-ti. Hi-da-da-lay-ho-da-da-lay.
There's anything that's more truly American than a good old cowboy song like that. You know, the songs like they would sing to the cattle late at night down in West Texas somewhere. Great old cowboy songs like Tumblin' Tumbleweeds. See them tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Lonely but free I'll be found, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. I'll know when night has come that a new world's born at dawn. I'll keep rolling along. Deep in my heart is a song. Here on the range I belong, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweed.
Well, it wasn't very long before just about all of the cowboys had disappeared, and out across the open plains where there used to be the sweet sound of cowboy music, towns sprang up, and those towns turned into cities. And I'll tell you, those folks danced to a different kind of a tune. It was called ragtime and jazz, and it sounded a little something like this.
Well, at the end of the Great Depression of the 30s, we reached the 40s. This, of course, was the big band era, with all the great bandmasters like Tommy Dorsey and Benny Goodman, and the great singers like the Andrews Sisters.
He was famous from a man from Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. Was a tall man and his craft, but then his number came up and he was going to the draft. He's in the army now, he's going heavily. He's a boogie with the big bar, comedy beat. Roots, toots, until the underneath. He falls late to the bar. He boogie rhythm, yeah, blowing over the space guitar is playing with him. And from the depths of his reveling, he's boogie with the big bar, comedy beat. He was so company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a boozy bee. And when he plays, makes somebody jump straight to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. La la doodly yada doodly yada doodly, he goes straight to the bar. He can't bone over the bass guitars and with him. And company jumps and he was reveling. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. Roots, toots, doodly yada doodly doodly.
Came home from the war, they came home to a brand new world. It was a world of black and white TV, Howdy Doody, Mel Mac, and this next old boy, Fats Domino.
I found my thrill on on Blueberry Hill when I found you. The moon stood still on Blueberry Hill. We lingered until our dreams came true. And we're apart. You follow me still. You were my thrill on Blueberry Hill.
Well, in the late 50s, another sound came around. It was known as rockabilly, and it all started down in Memphis with this next young man, Elvis Presley.
You ain't another one, no girl, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never called around, you ain't no friend of mine. We said you was high class, that was just a lie. Well, you said you was high class, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never called around, you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't never around, no girl, crying all the time. You ain't another but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never called a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah.
Well, in the 60s, Ed Sullivan brought a group over from England that again changed America's music. They were known as the Beatles, and this is their great song, She Loves You, Yeah, 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 Sure.
Say you lost your love Well, I saw her yesterday. She's dreaming of, and she told me what to say. She said she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. She loves you, and you know you should be glad. Ooh, she loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, in the 70s, the music changed once again. This time it had an easy listening sound with great old songs like Tie a Yellow Ribbon.
I'm coming home, I've done my time, and I've got to know what is and isn't mine. If you receive my letter telling you I'd soon be free, then you'll know just what to do if you still want me. If you still want me. Oh, tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. It's been long years, do you still want me? If I don't see a ribbon around the old oak tree, I'll stay on the bus, forget about us, put the blame on me. If I don't see a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Well, the whole darn bus is cheering. Yes. And I can't believe I see 100 yellow ribbons round the old oak tree. Tie a ribbon round the old oak tree.
Well, in the 80s, the music changed once again when a young man came along that sold more records than anybody in the history of the recording industry. We have him with us tonight. Let's bring him out, Michael Jackson.
She looked more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one. I do this, I'm for it down. She said, I am the one. I do this, I'm for it down. People always tell me, tell what to do. They don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. But I always tell me, tell me love. Care what you do, cause your love comes to girl. Hey, hey, Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who sings it, I am the one. But the girl is not my son. Woo! She said I am the one. But the girl is not my son.
Michael Jackson. Well, now that kind of brings us up to the 90s, and yes, the music changed a couple years ago. A hot new sound came along that's real popular with the kids. It was known as rap music. Now, I never did understand rap music myself, but the kids seemed to like it, and it had a nice beat, I guess. Anyway, we went out to find us a rap group to come by and do a little rapping for us, and we finally found one. Let's bring them out, Og and the Neanderthal.
Can't break this.
Can't break this.
Can't break this. Ow! Can break this.
Really? It's broke to me, or at least badly bent. Thanks all for stopping by. Come back in another million years or so when you have another new and exciting sound. Well, anyway, we hope you enjoyed our little journey down through time. And that kind of brings us up to the present, but actually that's not the end of it, because you always have your future. And I guess the future for us here at Main Street Opry would have to be our kids coming on. We want to show them off for you right now. Back here at the piano, we have mine and Sarah's son, Cody, on the piano. And back at the drums, we have Tom and Sandy's son, Matt, on the drums. And we're going to get the boys to do an old 50s rock and roll song from Jerry Lee Lewis, one called Great Balls of Fire.
Shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much of love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Give me love and I thought it was funny. You gave me long and you moved me, honey. You gave my mind, was love and fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Ooh, it feels good. Hold me, baby. I wanna love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. God to this world, you're mine, 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 mine. Give me love and I fiddle my thumb. I'm really nervous 'cause it sure is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Should. You're fine, so kind. God to this world, you're mine, 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 mine. Give me love and I fill my thumb. I'm really nervous 'cause it sure is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Balls of fire.
Thank you, boys. Great job. Hey, you know, we've been at this about an hour now, so we might ought to give you all a chance to kind of get up and stretch a little bit. We're all going to be out here in front of the stage during intermission. We want you to come down and visit with us and just say howdy. We'll be back in about 15 or 20 minutes with the rest of the show. Now, don't anybody run off, because we got lots more to come. You bet.
When you hear twin fiddles and a steel guitar, you're listening to the sound of the American heart. Opera music on a Saturday night brings a smile to your face and a tear to your eye. Sing a song about the heartland, the the only place I feel at home. Sing about the way a good man works until the daylight's gone. Sing the rain on the roof on the summer nights where they steal the wrong from a right. Sing a song about the heartland. Sing a song about my life. Sing a song about the heartland, the only place I feel at home. Sing about the way a good man works until the daylight's gone. Sing the rain on the roof on the summer nights where they still go wrong from a right. Sing a song about the heartland. Sing a song about my life. Hey.
Thank you. Welcome back to our second half. We enjoyed visiting with all the folks that come up and said hi at intermission time. We're going to do a song for our anniversary couple over here to kind of kick us off here. We're going to feature Joey on this. This was a big hit from Vince Gill last year. It's a beautiful song. Listen real close to the words. It's called Look at Us.
Look at us after all these years together. Look at us after all that we've been through. Look at us still leaning on each other. If you want to see how true love should be, then just look at us. Look at you, still pretty as a picture. Look at me, still crazy over you. Look at us, still believing in forever. If you want to see how true love should be, then just look at us. In 100 years from now, I know without a doubt, they'll all look back and wonder how we made it all work out. Chances are we'll go down in history when they want to see how true love should be. They'll just look at us. Mr. Steel Guitar.
Joy Tennis. Great job, Joy. Hope your anniversary couples enjoyed that. You honeymooners out there.
Man,
But you know, there's...
young man, could you pull my mic up for me, please? Thank you very much. Hey, if you got like $10, I can borrow it till payday. I'm a little short this week.
You look a lot short to me, Gab. What are you up to?
Oh, about 3'2". What of it? You want to make something of it, huh?
You-
Go ahead. Yeah,
You
try
know what
something.
I mean. What are you doing out here in that get-up?
Well, I'll tell you what, I had a dream last night, Greg. I dreamt I was a real short baseball player playing for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Hey,
Yay, Cardinals!
the Cardinals fans.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we got
Yeah, we was playing the Los Angeles Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. The score was 3-2. Cardinals leading, bottom of the ninth inning. And guess who Joe Torre, the manager of the Cardinals, picked out to pitch to the next hitter?
I don't know, Gab. Who'd he pick?
None other than me, E pluribus unum, mucho macacho, Stubby Gum.
All right, yeah.
I take the walk out to the mound in front of the not-so-friendly Los Angeles Dodgers fans. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I'll get out there and guess who the next hitter is? Daryl Strawberry. A boo, a hiss comes up from the crowd. A boo. A hiss. Yeah, something like that. But I tell you what, this is going to take some kind of pitch to strike this guy out. He is tough, boy.
I'll tell you what, Daryl Strawberry, he's one of the best hitters around. You'll send that...
I look to the catcher for the signal. The windup and the pitch. Oh no, it's a line drive. It's headed for the outfield wall. Who can save the day? Super Stubby. I catch the ball, throw the man out. The Cardinals win the game. Yeah, Cardinals. All right. Hey, y'all like a little music, I guess. Are y'all ready? I say, are y'all ready? All right, here we go. All right. Everybody tries to put me down. Well, let me be who I am. Yeah, everybody tries to put me down. I won't call Stubby a man. And then I get down, I get down, I get down, I get down, I get way down. And then I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get way up. Uh-huh. Oh, this is the way that Stubby goes. All right, boogie with Stubby tonight. Yeah. Thank y'all very much.
Stubby Gum. Thank you, Stubby. Folks, we haven't featured the steel guitar yet this evening. We're going to do that right now. Here's Monty LaFoon.
take that train and ride. Someone left behind. You don't need the wind to tell you you're alone some standard time. You sit alone to think about an old love from the past. Do you feel a bit more empty every time you raise your glass? 'Cause the memory of his kisses send a shiver up your spine. Well, there ain't no doubt about it, you're alone some standard time. When you hear a little sad song, do you hang on every word? You swear a crying fiddle has the sweetest sound on earth. You shudder at the music of a hoot owl in the pines. You're on lonesome standard time. There's a bigger clock ticking, it crosses every zone. The first time your old heart broke was the time you turned it on. You don't never need a winding, 'cause if it works like mine, well, there ain't no doubt about it, you're alone some standard time. When you hear a little sad song, do you hang on every word? You swear a crying fiddle has the sweetest sound on earth. You shudder at the music of a hoot owl in the pines. You're on lonesome standard time. Well, if you shudder at the music of a hoot owl in the pines, you're on lonesome standard time.
Thank you, Sarah. Lonesome Standard Time. You know, last night after the show was over, I ran home real quick, and I thought I'd catch up on paying my bills. And I spent the biggest part of the night doing that. About 2 o'clock in the morning, I discovered that if I keep playing the banjo for a living, by the time I retire, I'm going to be something like $2 million in debt. Yeah. Now, normally that would really shake you up, but it doesn't bother me all that much because I've got it figured out how I'm going to beat this thing. How many of you sent off for the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes? Well, my chances are better than I thought, yeah. I got my last one ready to go just this morning, and I got a little song about it, and it goes like this. Well, it seems like lately every time I turn my TV on, there's a Ed McMahon standing in front of a $100,000 hole. Says he's gonna send me an envelope, it'll be here any day. And I might just win $10 million, so I better not throw it away. No. Well, I bet he sent one of them things out to everybody in the nation. Just to send it off and to get it back, you need a college education. But the way things are and the shape I'm in, what have I got to lose? At least this way I got a shot at getting me something I can use. This year's gonna go down as the year I lost it all. The finance company's got my car, the bank gets the houses fall. I'm out of work, I'm on food stamps, my back's against the wall. I'm just sitting here picking my banjo, waiting on Ed McMahon to call. Yeah! Well, I thought about the thing so much, I'm seeing dollar signs. And all the great things that I could do if that 10 million was mine. Just sitting here figuring the dang thing out has been a barrel of fun. And according to that feller, Ed McMahon, I may have already won. Yeah! Well, my tongue's plumb raw from licking stamps, but I finally got her down. Now all that's left is a 2-bit stamp and a 5-mile trip to town. I can only hope and say a prayer's been worth the time I took. But you know, does a feller really have a chance if he didn't buy none of them books? This year's gonna go down as the year I lost it all. The finance company's got my car, the bank gets a house this far. I'm out of work, I'm on food stamps, my back's against the wall. I'm just sitting here picking my banjo, waiting on Ed McMahon to call. I'm sitting here picking the 5-string, waiting on Ed McMahon to call. Yeah! I win the big bucks. I could really use the money about now, that's for sure. You know, I was whoa! Wait.
Boy, Stevie, is that your hair grower back there on the shelf, that Rogaine with minoxidil stuff? I tell you.
Yeah? What about it?
Is that how you get such a beautiful head of hair like that? And all
Boy, compared with what I had to start with, it's beautiful. But,
Boy,
Gab, you...
I don't know how you can stand to put that on your head. It smells awful. Oh, it's awful.
Gab, you didn't like take a big, deep breath of it or anything.
Yeah, I snorted that stuff. I tell you, it plugged up my sinuses. Oh, it's terrible
Gab,
smelling.
no, look at your shoes. Look at your shoes.
Whoa!
Oh, hey, oh, Gab, oh, gee. Boy, I bet that'd make your eyes water, yeah.
Is my nose bleeding?
No. Hey, thanks for bringing my coat out. I forgot it back there. You know, I mentioned earlier we like to be known. Wait a minute. You're still in there. Anyway, we like to be known as a variety show here at Main Street Opry. We try. Gab, what's wrong with this picture?
Boy, there for a minute I thought you had your head turned clear around backwards. I thought
No.
this guy could back up a pickup. I'm not kidding you.
Gabby, it's the coat. It's the coat. Here, let's pull this off. Anyway, Gabby! Anyway,
I like that part.
I know you do. You really love that part. But anyway, we try to do all different kinds of music here. Everybody does not. Gab! Yeah, excuse us. Obviously, Gab is not a mental giant. Okay, but anyway. We haven't done our favorite kind of music yet tonight, and I think it's about time that we Gab.
Table for two. Waiter, check please. Check. Are you dining alone or with someone?
Gab, get this coat off of me now. Come on. Skin a cat. There you go. Anyway, we haven't really done our favorite kind of music yet tonight. We try. Gab.
Elvis lives.
Well, yeah, and I work at a car wash in Las Vegas. Get this off. It doesn't fit like my coat. Just take it back here. I don't really need it. Thanks. I don't need it. Thanks. After all that, I really don't want it. Okay. But, you know, most of us had our first experiences of singing when we was just kids of singing in the little country churches around here. And the old time... Yeah. Just scoot back. I'll get it. That's okay. I'll get it. There you go. That's okay. Anyway, most of us, we love to sing the old-time gospel music. We always try to do some on all the shows that we do. Going to feature Sandy on a great old gospel song, one called Don't Knock.
Well, you don't knock.
You don't knock, you just walk on in.
The door
to heaven's end.
There's love
and joy for you
to share
the whole day through.
I know
my friends are there
to rest.
in heaven's nest.
You don't knock, ring, push or hold. The door is wide open,
waiting for your soul.
you don't knock, yeah. Just walk on in. Well, I walk life's a winding road.
Oh yeah,
Joy to rhythm slow.
oh yeah,
Travel both night and day.
Oh, yeah.
So tired but not afraid. Yeah, Jesus, my light, my guide.
Oh, yeah.
He's ever by my side.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm walking out, knocking into heaven. Goodbye. Yeah, don't knock.
you don't knock, you just walk on in.
The door
to heaven's end.
There's
There's love and joy for you
to share.
share the whole day through.
I know my friends are there to rest.
in heaven's nest.
You don't knock, ring, push or hold. The door is wide open, waiting for your soul. You don't knock, yeah. You just walk on in. Well, I have no need to fear.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause he is ever near.
Oh, yeah.
He'll know that my heart was true.
Oh, yeah.
So glad when my day is through. Yeah, in order for me to stay.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll make my way.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I'm walking out, knocking into heaven. Goodbye. Yeah, don't knock.
You don't knock, you just walk on in.
The door
to heaven's end.
There's
There's love
love
and joy for you
to push or hold, you don't knock. Ring, push or hold, you don't knock. You just walk on in.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious is that grace appeared the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've numberless days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. I was blind, but now I see.
Thank you, Tommy. The greatest old gospel song of all, Amazing Grace. All right, anyway, you know, we're mighty proud to be a part of the country music industry here in Missouri, and it's great that we can make our living doing what we'd rather do more than anything else in the whole world. When we were kids first starting out, we had our heroes that we looked up to, and most of those heroes worked on the Grand Ole Opry down in Nashville, and on Saturday night we'd all tune into the Opry and listen to them on the radio. Well, tonight we want to do a special tribute to the Grand Ole Opry and all the stars who sang on it.
From Nashville, Tennessee, home of WSM's Grand Ole Opry, Decca Records presents the best in country music, featuring Miss Kitty Wells, Ernest Tubb, Patsy Cline, Hank Williams, and Roy Acuff. Hi, neighbors, this is T. Tommy, your host for the Martha White portion of our show, and for the next few moments, you'll be listening to some of the greatest entertainers in the world, the stars of the Grand Ole Opry. And right now, we'd like for you to meet a young man who we all call the king of country music, simply because he's the best in the business. And here he is to sing the Wabash Cannonball, Roy Acuff, and he's Smoky Mountain Boys. Smoke her up, Roy.
Thank you, T. Tommy. Thank you, friends. Have a good day.
Give him a nice hand, folks. Mr. Roy Acuff.
From the Grady line of Goshen to the White Pacific shore, neath the Queen of Flowing Mountains to the South Bill by the shore. She tall and handsome, she's known quite well by all. Yeah, she's a combination called Wabash, a cannonball. Oh, Brother Ross. Thank you, friend.
Now you bake right
Uh-huh.
with Martha White.
Yes, ma'am.
Goodness gracious, it's all right, Martha White.
Martha White.
For the finest biscuits, cakes, and pies. Martha White's a fries and flour, that one all-purpose flour. Martha White's a fries and flour with hot rice plus.
Greetings, friends. Welcome to Martha White's Big Grand Ole Opry Show. Brought to you by Martha White's Hot Fries Flour, cornmeal and making mixes. Goodness gracious, it's good.
For the finest biscuits, cakes, and pies. Martha White's a fries and flour, that one all-purpose flour. Martha White's a fries and flour with hot rice plus. Well, welcome to the Big Grand Ole Opry Show. Now, if you would, help us bring out our first guest of the evening, the old drifting cowboy himself, Hank Williams. Come on up here, Hank, and sing one of them great songs you wrote.
I wandered so aimless, like filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw light. I saw light. I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Oh, thank you, Hank. This next little gal's one of the favorites here at the Opry House, Miss Patsy Cline.
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
Well, this next fella really needs no introduction. He's known everywhere as a man dressed in black. Let's bring him out, Johnny Cash. Come on out here, Big John.
Thank you, Ralph. Ralph Emery, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Ralph. You're looking good. Hello, I'm short of cash. Right now, I'd like to do y'all the one that got me out of prison. I hear that train coming, it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, and I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging by, says bye, 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 bye. When I hear that lonesome whistle, I hang my head and cry. Well, I don't care what he does, he does, he dies.
Well, this next fella's got one of the finest bands in Nashville, as well as being a great singer and songwriter himself, Ernest Tubb.
Oh, thank you, Ralph. Waltz across Texas with you in my arms. if I could waltz across Texas with you. Oh, thank you so much. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charms. If I could waltz across Texas with you. If I could waltz across Texas with you. Oh, doggone you. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. Now, if you would make welcome this next old fella here. He's been a grandpa all of his life. Mr. Grandpa Jones, take her away, Paul.
Oh, Rattler was a good old dog, as fine as he could be. Every night, supper time, leave the dog could see. Here, Rattler, here, 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 Rattler, here. Call Rattler from the barn, here, Rattler, here. Where Rattler treed the other night, thought he treated cool. When it come to find it out, he's working at the moon. Yeah, yeah, here, Rattler, here. Call the Rattler from the barn, here, Rattler, here. Well, thank you kindly. Now, if you would help me bring out the little coal miner's daughter herself, lovely Loretta Lynn. Come on out here, Loretta.
You got to tell me something. You say I ought to know that he don't love me anymore, and I'll have to let him go. You say you're gonna take him, oh, but I don't think you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen, you can buy them anywhere. For you to get to him, I'd have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. Well, it'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. No, you ain't woman enough to take my man.
Well, this next fella, he's the life of the party around the old Opry house. Let's make him welcome little Jimmy Dickens.
Thank you very much, friends. Thank you, Ralph Emery. Thank y'all. Well, my laundromat is really on his toes. Found $100 bill amongst my clothes. When he called me, I came a-running. I gave back his dime for calling. And I heard him say as I turned to go, may the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May an elephant caress you with his toes. May your wife be pregnant with the runners in her hose. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. All right, thank y'all so much. Thank you.
Little Jimmy Dickens. Thank you, Jim, for stopping by. We'll see you on the Ernest Tubb Record Shop. Whoa, whoa, oh. Oh, he's okay. He's all right. Now, as Jim Moon walks from the stage, we're going to bring out our next guest artist of the evening, a great singer. Let's make him welcome Mr. Marty Robbins.
Hands that are strong but wrinkled, doing work that never gets done. Hair that's lost some of its beauty by too many hours in the sun. Eyes that show some disappointment, and there's been quite a lot in her life. She's the foundation I lean on, my woman, my woman, my
artist and one of the best, Alan Jackson.
Don't rock the jukebox, I wanna hear some Jones, 'cause my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song. So don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song. Thank you very much. You know, folks, there's a lot of new entertainers out here these days. Here comes one that changed the sound of country music forever, Mr. Garth Brooks.
Hey, she's my lady, look, hey, I'm a wild card man. Together we're building up a real wild hand. We live out in the country, hey, she's my little queen of the South. Well, we're two of a kind, we're working on a full house. Long this time I found a keeper and made up my mind. Lord, the perfect combination is her heart and mine. The sky's the limit, no hitters to steal. We're playing for fun, but we're playing for keeps. So draw the curtain, honey, turn the lights down low. We'll find some country music on the radio. I'm hers and she's mine. Hey, that's what it's all about. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, we're two of a kind, working on the full house. Naughty mama, yeah, we're two of a kind, working on a full house.
And here comes a young lady that's made it to the top, down all the avenues of showbiz. Make welcome, pretty Miss Dolly Parton. Come on out here, Dolly.
Tumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition, yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving, they just use your mind, and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, for service and devotion, you would think that I would deserve their promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. Thank you. I want to bring out my old singing partner now, Porter Wagner. Porter, come on out here. Woo, look at him. Boy, you look pretty.
Hi, how you doing? Good to see you.
I'm doing good. Let's sing one.
All right. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Made of sand, made of sand.
Hear the wind coming on, my soul is turning. In your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I couldn't love you better. I didn't mean to be unkind, Porter. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You know that was the last thing on my mind.
Thank you. Come and see us.
Come on, Porter.
Where we going?
And now, for all you achy breakies, here comes Billy Ray Cyrus.
You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes when I'm gone. You can tell your friends just wanna fool up in and have a joke about me on the You can tell my feet to hit the floor. You can tell my lips to tell my fingertips they won't be reaching out for you no more. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think you'd understand. If you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, it might blow up and kill this man. Help me on. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think you'd understand. If you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, it might blow up and kill this man.
Thank you. Have you had a little bit of fun with our show tonight? Well, we certainly hope so. We've had a lot of fun of putting it on for you. We hope you've had a good time with us. You know, in the wintertime, we travel with our show, and we go all around the country doing road shows. And as you travel around, it sure makes you realize just how lucky we are to live in this great land that we call home. We want to end the show tonight with a song that tells you how we really feel about this land that we love.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Thank you so much. Drive careful. Good night, and may God bless you all. We love you.